Greetings and welcome to a brand new TDCX webinar. As you know, this series focuses on work at home. So we received great feedback about the last session already. We also received a number of questions, of which a few were about managing performance at home. And this is what we've decided to discuss in today's session with our panel. So without further ado, allow me to introduce our amazing panel. We have Hisashi Chuji, Country Director in charge of Japan. Greetings, Hisashi-san.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. We have Angie Tay, EVP looking after Singapore and Thailand. Thanks for being back with us, Angie.
Hi, everyone. Nice to be back.
And we have Sophie Chelmick, Senior Vice President looking after our European operations all the way from Barcelona. Hello, Sophie.
Hi, good morning from Barcelona.
Good morning to you. I'm Ricard Valvikins. I'm in charge of the Americas and the Philippines, and I'll be your host for today. Let's kick it off with Hisashi-san. How do you make sure everyone is aligned and goes in the same direction in a work-at-home setup?
Sure, Ricard. To give you context, a few weeks ago, we moved all 100% employee to work at home model in Japan. And we use this multiple communication platform to be on the same page with our employee. First one is daily virtual huddle, which helps team to stay aligned and be motivated. We encourage our managers to make sure to deliver not only information, but positive energy to their team. It's easy to get into routine mode in home settings, so managers intentionally put some fun elements and give chance for their members to speak up to gain active participation. The other essential platform is Virtual Video 101. We found Virtual 101 from home makes our employee to be more relaxed and more casual than in office. One of our managers mentioned, since we started Virtual 101, they have more chance to talk about personal topics like what kind of hobby they like, how their family looks like, and it helps them know each other well. And I strongly believe that better employee engagement always comes from better relationship. So we now have well-managed attrition and absenteeism since we started work at home model. Another first attempt we have tried was a virtual town hall meeting. I usually throw some quiz during the town hall meeting and give some small prize for the winners. And last time we used chat feature on video conferencing services for the quiz competition. And we got very active participation and team enjoyed very much for such events. And lastly, our team leverages digital HR platform while in work at home. Sometimes team members get hungry for information. So they visit our digital HR websites called Flash to access to latest update from company and what kind of positive changes are going on in our TDCX family so that they can feel connected from anywhere. We have a plan to embedding richer learning and development contents module so that team can maximize working at home opportunity to brush their skill up. So these are what we focus on now, and hope we can continue evolving our meetings platform and digital platform for better employee experience and also quality service delivery in work at home. Thank you.
Great to hear how you keep people connected, Hisashi-san, and how you keep them engaged despite the distance. Let's move over to Angie. So Angie, we know that your teams have been doing exceptionally well so far in terms of performance. Could you share your secret? How do you deliver great performance in a work-at-home setup?
Thanks, Ricard. Hello, everyone. In these unusual times, many of our staff are working from home. Most of us are seeing this for the first time due to COVID. It is definitely a major cultural change in the way we do our work. A clear performance management process is critical for our work-at-home team. This will give a clear structure of work and also evaluate deliverables. Gone are the days that a rep will put up his hand in the office and a team leader run over to assist. Communicating via phone call for work at home team is ineffective. That's why technology offers many alternatives such as video conferencing, chats, and working together on virtual whiteboards. We need to ensure there are multiple communication channels for staff to reach their team leaders and managers effectively, just as if they are sitting in the office. Of course, vice versa. Targets remain unchanged, regardless of whether you are working in office or at home. We ensure everyone has clarity of the expectations and the kind of behaviors that we are promoting. Team gives daily feedback to their team members, including offering support in any and every way possible. That keeps the team morale high and performance naturally will move upwards. I am proud to announce that 100% of our projects are achieving better results compared to working in office, all meeting and exceeding targets for sure. Productivity for many projects working from home are reaching another amazing level. Seems to have lesser distractions at home than in the office. Customer satisfaction for one project increased from 88% to 91%, and another project increased their quality assurance score from 87% to 94%. My favorite metrics are absenteeism and lateness. Every project is seeing a downward trend. Most projects are running at 0% absenteeism daily, and of course, there's no more traffic jams, trains fault, or public buses never arrive on time reasons. The time that you travel to office can now be converted to sleeping a little bit more, slowly enjoying your coffee and breakfast before you even boot up your computer.
I think we all appreciate the extra time for coffee at home, Angie. On a more serious note, very impressive results so far. Thanks for sharing your pointers. I know Sophie is doing a fantastic job as well in Barcelona, so let's move on to her. Sophie, your teams were amongst the first to be set up for work at home. And yeah, their performance is really great straight from the onset. So on top of what Angie already shared, what best practices do you know of to drive great performance at home?
Thanks, Ricard. Yes, we're based here in Europe, in Spain, and we've been on lockdown since the middle of March. So we're actually now in the middle of our 7th week of working at home operations. And like Angie said, our targets remain unchanged regardless of the situation. However, for many of our people, this might be the first time that they're working from home, and they might be navigating loneliness or homeschooling as well as their own targets. So we need to find ways to adjust the support we ordinarily give to our teams and to help them bring their best selves to work without that normal support structure in place. One of the ways we've been supporting our teams is by maintaining our already strong coaching culture and by applying our GROW methodology via video call. This is also made easier through the use of our online coaching platform, which is accessible by the coaching manager and by the person being coached anytime and anywhere. The tech is great, but it's just a means. Its effectiveness depends entirely on how we apply it. It's really important for us in these moments to build a good rapport. And our managers usually start with something fun or personal. I have one team member who starts all his coaching sessions by comparing progress on quarantine hairstyles. It sounds small and silly, but it does increase the bond and trust and really does lighten the moment in these challenging times. As a best practice, our managers will try and avoid distractions. They will be in the moment with their team. They'll put away visual distractions. They'll close the door and be with their team. One way to kill a coaching session before it starts is to mention that you will have to cut it short as you have another call afterwards. So we ensure that our managers plan in buffer time before a call and plan for it as if it were a client meeting. So we know our remote coaching has been working. We've promoted some individuals during lockdown as well as ramped teams. And thanks to our remote coaching, we've helped these high-performing individuals add value from day one. We also have 85% of the team who responded to a survey that they feel motivated to deliver more than is normally required. Our clients and our people are really delighted.
Those are some great pieces of advice, Sophie, as well. And indeed, coaching is at the heart of performance improvement plans. Thank you very much for sharing how you approach it in your organization. Really great advice by all participants today. This concludes our Performance at Home webinar. Thank you, Hisashi, Angie, and Sophie for joining us. It was a real pleasure to hear from you today. And for our viewers, your questions are always welcome. Please have a look at the contact details shared at the very end of this video. We'll answer as many questions as we can. Thank you for your time today, and please stay safe.